massive, isn't it?
We have a fantastic picture of Portsmouth in 1545. It famously shows Henry VIII's ship, the Mary Rose, sinking. But more interesting to us, it shows the walled medieval town and our hospital situated inside. This was when the military had taken over the site and was storing weapons in the church.
So it is actually showing a good level of detail, isn't it, sir?
It really is. You can see the wall around the site.
This picture may also be showing the hall we're digging, which we know was next to the kitchens.
That looks tall chimney, either a kitchen or a hall, something there.
Quite probably, yes. It certainly shows some quite interesting windows.
Back on site, and there's been a development. Up until now, while we've suspected that walls in this trench may belong to the later use of this site, we've had no way of dating them. But John's been comparing this plan of the governor's house with the latest geophys results, and he's made an important discovery.
Look, there's the trench in red. Yeah. Look at that wall of the governor's house going through the middle. That wall there is clearly cutting that floor.
Oh, so wow. You asked us to find the medieval, right?
You're not saying that floor, which we've been banging on about as probably a Tudor floor for the last 2 days, is medieval?
It's at least pre-1580. If this wall's going in 1580 with the governor's house, it smashes through something that's already there. So that's either 16th century or earlier.
Oh, that is so bizarre. So we might have had the hospital for the last 2 days. Amazing. It means that in among the confusion of all this, we've now established that this floor and this wall are part of a medieval building. And now we've got the rest of the day to prove it's the medieval hall shown on this plan. And right on cue, the sun makes a welcome return. So we shouldn't be slowed down by bad weather. All of a sudden, I'm feeling much happier.
Just see if we can encourage this Leech to bite in.
Which is more than I can say for Stuart. He's about to experience a bit of medieval bloodletting by allowing this leech to bite into his vein.
Oh, he's looking at that, looks positive to me.
In medieval times, the practice of drawing out bad blood was believed to cure many illnesses. Oh, Stuart! Did you volunteer for that?
It is cool, isn't it?
Most often, a knife was used to cut a vein, but a leech like this would also do the job, although they were used less frequently.
You might have a leech used in specific circumstances, coagulation of the blood, specific part of the body. But a lot of this is a myth. Most people wouldn't experience a leech in their lives, so you're an exceptional man, Stuart.
But this table is full of herbal medicines that would have been used at a medieval hospital. Herbs like rosemary and aniseed, which were used for raising people's spirits and aiding digestion.
If your digestion wasn't working properly, that would lead to illness. So something like this, something simple like that, is a very, very important medicine.
But what about a serious medical problem like a broken leg? Our osteoarchaeologist Jackie McKinley has brought some bones excavated at other medieval sites. This lower leg bone would normally look like this, but it was fractured and ended up like this.
So what you've got is actually a reduction in height of this individual of about almost 10 centimetres there, which is quite a height.
At this hospital, they could have reset the bone and then dressed the wound in bandages soaked in juice obtained by boiling the roots of a comfrey plant.
And that would be wrapped around the limb. And there is actually an active ingredient in the juice that's been extracted that encourages bone growth.
Jackie's also brought this mystery item, which was found inside the skeleton of a medieval man.
That's what a tapeworm would live inside of.
Oh. Have you got anything for that other than a pair of scissors?
I haven't got any vermifuges here, but there were herbs which would also seek to kind of vent your guts in a very violent way in order to try and remove them.
What makes me laugh is that Stuart, our patient, is listening to all this, apparently blithely unaware he's got a leech on his arm. But we need Stuart to get back to work, so we're going to apply a saline solution to encourage the leech to let go of Stuart's vein.
What are you going to call it, Stuart?
This is I'm going to call it John Gator, actually.
Hello, my name's John Gator. Time Team is fan-funded by Patreon. This vital support helps us to make new episodes. Joining Patreon gives you access to exclusive interviews, 3D models and masterclasses, plus lots more.